Defining moment, Matty Holland, defining moment for these two teams, because defeat, you're out, no place for sentiment. This is the World Cup, you have to get the job done.
Yeah, exactly that. You know, I think we're going to see a game where both teams will come out. It could be high scoring because of that. You know, we've seen goals in every game so far, as we keep saying, which is great for the fans at home. So it's going to be an interesting encounter, one to watch, I think.
And looking at the way both teams set up, you know, Colombia, you feel for them because you go into your tournament opener, you've all these plans which you've made, and then you have a player sent off, but they still gave a very good account of themselves, the way they actually fought right till the end against Japan as well. And you think that with James Rodriguez coming in now, that's what we're being told, then this is a very different Colombian team which is going to create lots of chances.
Yeah, you know, in the front line, they've got masses of experience, caps, goals, big clubs they played for. But what I'm thinking about Colombia is that at the back, they have, you know, three of the back four that we feel that will play. Yerry Mina's come in actually from suspected what we thought. You know, three of those four are not too experienced. You know, they have limited number of caps, so that could be a test against Lewandowski.
But the man at the top, starved of service, great reputation, hasn't done much in this World Cup. But now when he looks behind him and sees someone like a James Rodriguez playing, that's the kind of supply line Radamel Falcao expects, and you expect him to, you know, actually go out there and really push the Polish defence.
Well, he's got 40 goals in 2 seasons. You know, he went quiet for a little bit. The Colombian press was saying that, you know, he was an ex-player a few years ago. But, you know, his goal-scoring record in his career is exceptional for club and country. Of course, he's going to have more confidence with James coming back in. You know, they have a nice relationship. What's also interesting is Aguiar midfield. He's known Falcao since he was 12 years old. They played in the same village team. So, I mean, there's a little bit of cohesion there. Cuadrado is, for me, a top player, but very hit and miss. But he's going to be able to win fouls. He won 57 free kicks in qualifying. So with James' delivery maybe from that side, I think they'll be a threat.
And on the other side, you have Poland, who again were panned, especially because not much happened in that first game for them. Robert Lewandowski is someone whose goals have taken them to this World Cup, but even he was starved of service, came out of that match, was really upset. What that criticism of his players, open criticism, can do is fire them up. You can get a reaction from them, but he's going to be key. They have to get him into the game.
Yeah, he's the talisman. You know, he doesn't score all the goals. He does also at club level. He's going to come in, but he's got good players around him. You know, two of the players as we see the starting lineup, you know, they are playing at big clubs in Italy, at Napoli. Krychowiak was at PSG, although he went to West Brom during the January system. So January transfer window, sorry. So there's players there. It's interesting that Blažekovski's not in the team. Yeah. Good player, very experienced. I'm disappointed really not to see him. Ribas, top player, experienced, nearly went to Lyon, but the transfer fell through late. So, you know, he has players around him
but he may have players around him, but how does the coach get him into the game? We saw an interesting change of tactics in the last game. He was not getting service, so they switched to a 3-4-3, especially the way Belgium did. Will that get the best out of Robert Lewandowski? Because he's a man who, you get him around these areas, you get him a shot on target, he will take that shot, he will score.
Well, of course, you know, as we're looking at you, this is the setup, very open. I'll just show Colombia in a 4-2-3-1, but I'll take it further a little bit. This for me is a situation whereby what Poland will do is, I think they'll have to try and get the wide guys in the 4, which is 1 and 2. They'll have to drop back into a 5, and I think they have to try and let Colombia come on to them a little bit. What that does is it allows Lewandowski space to run in behind. It may be a little bit direct. You know, that's exactly what Poland did in the first game. They did go direct to him. There was situations where he was holding 3 or 4 players off. But for me, the big thing that I think, if I just move into, back to this situation, is that when they win the ball, this could be a scenario here whereby they are bound to defend. I think personally Poland can defend 3-4 versus a Falcao, and James may be coming in behind. And then it is this type of ball that maybe gets cleared into this area whereby the wide guys in the front 3 can work off Lewandowski, or they drop in and then Lewandowski works off them. And that's where his strength is. Running in behind, getting onto loose balls, and basically having a foot race with maybe two of the back three, back four of Colombia.
Okay, so give me a prediction on this one. Lewandowski to score, James and Falcao to score as well. Where do you think this one's going? I'm putting you on the spot.
Right on the spot. I'm going to go with a Colombia win, 2-1.
Colombia win 2-1, says Matty Holland. If that happens, Poland are out.